Hello everybody, this is Sodhi from CAAN Wings Consultants. So here we all are still waiting for the state nomination invitations or the applications to become available. We still do not know whether the states have been allocated their quotas by the DHA. Well, they could have been, that's what I'm guessing, but the states, all the states in Australia are yet to come up with their state migration plans for the year 23-24. Now, I do remember that last year for the year migration year 22-23, a similar thing happened where the state started with the invitation, and I think South Australia was the first state to go. They started with the invitations on the 25th of August. Now, whether it takes that long for them to get started or whether the state nominations do happen over the next few days is yet to be seen. But what you need to be doing in the meantime is to be absolutely ready with all it takes to be nomination ready. Now, a word of caution here that I did share in one of my previous videos that this vetassess, which is the largest skills assessment body, has made available its priority processing 24 hours. Now, with that comes a caveat. The vetassess will have the prerogative to decide as to which application will be accepted under priority and which will not be routed through priority processing. So this is how it works now. From the 1st of August, you can lodge your application for a priority processing, but you have to apply under standard processing, that is pay the standard processing fee. The vetassess will take about 2 or 3 days to assess whether your application meets any reason for the application to be expedited or not. So while you are applying for your skills assessment, there are 3 options given and you have to select one of the 3. The first is that you request the vetassess to process your application through the business as usual process, that is standard processing. The other option is that you say that I do not have any urgent need or reason to request a priority processing. However, I would like my application to be considered under priority processing. And the third is that you tick on one of the following reasons as to what is the reason as to why you are seeking an urgent processing, which could be an expiring English proficiency score, losing points for age, and so on. Now, a lot of clients who have already applied under priority processing, some who did not have any need for urgent processing, have had their applications approved for a priority processing. Now, with this, I think in a way it is a good process because one can be sure that those in genuine urgent need of a skills assessment are not left behind, because earlier it was a first come first serve basis thing. So now anybody who urgently needs a skills assessment will be sure to get the application processed under the priority processing. However, for those of you who've been probably waiting for either their scores to be available or probably for the nomination occupation lists to be out, or let's put it simply, those who've been waiting for the nominations to be open, probably having this in mind that once everything is clear cut in front of us, then we'll quickly pay extra money and get a processing done through priority processing. So that may be bad news for you because it may not happen. So there is every possibility, there is a likelihood that you may opt for a priority processing, but your application is not accepted under priority processing but has to be routed through standard processing. Therefore, my advice to all of you is that please start with your skills assessment process immediately, because you may not have the leverage of getting your skills assessment approved in 10 business days, but it may take about 12 to 16 weeks. So be prepared for that and take your migration application decisions with this factor in mind. So we continue to wait for the nominations to be open, and as soon as we hear from any of the states, I'll be with you to share the updates. Until next time, bye-bye and take care.